Do you constantly feel stuck in your music career? Or maybe you've been mulling it over, you just don't know which direction to go? Well, today we're gonna do a quick 3-minute audit of your career so you can get a little bit of direction and start setting some goals and getting things done. Let's have a think about that. Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode. So glad you're with us. Just want to make a quick video today, and this one's super quick, and we're calling this the 3-minute audit of your music career, just so you can take heed of where you're at, get an idea of what's going on in your career, where to take those next steps, where to start to emphasize what you're doing. It's super quick, super easy, but very effective. Let's get right into it. Just before we do, if you're just joining us for the first time, we've got lots of videos on things that can help you with your career, putting out music, what to do next. Just join our community, give us a subscribe if you haven't yet, really helps, or a like, even that just helps the algorithm see us. Really appreciate that. And let's get right into it. So we have 5 quick things that you can do to audit really quickly, and let's get right into it. First thing to ask is, do I have clear goals for the next 6 months? You should always have an overarching goal of where you want to be, where you want to see your career grow, what's your next release, what's this, that, and the other. But you should minimum have a 6-month goal. You should be able to, second that came out of my mouth, instantly, here's what I have to have done in the next 6 months. I need to have this EP out. I need to have this album out. I need to have 3 releases out by then. I just want to have 1 release out within the next 6 months. Or I need to have played this many shows, or it could be income-based, it could be number-based, it could be anything, but you should have a goal set for the next 6 months, and it should be instantaneous when you think about that. And the reason it needs to be top of mind is that everything you do going forward, everything you do on a daily basis should feed towards that goal. It should be part of that. So, number 1, real quick. Number 2, am I consistently working on improving my skills? And if you don't say yes to this, then you're being dishonest with taking music as a career. And it's hard to be consistent every day. We all get that. But if you can't honestly tell yourself that you're doing something to improve your skills as a musician, as an artist, as a vocalist, whatever it is you do that is part of your career, then you're really doing yourself a disservice. You're not taking this seriously. If you can't say, I'm working on these scales, or I'm adding this into my repertoire, or I'm focusing on this weak part of what I do to add to the strength of what I do over here. If you can't instantly say in your head that's not there, that needs to be top of mind. That's what you should be focusing on. Number 3, am I actively promoting my music or building my fan base? And if you can't honestly tell yourself right now that you're doing things daily, weekly, monthly, in a routine, in a consistent manner, to add to your social medias, to grow your fan base, to get the word out, to promote what you're doing, then you're really hurting yourself and you're doing yourself a complete disservice. It is what the modern music career is made up of. You have to have part of this as a part of your career. And if you can't just top of your mind say, yes, I have a schedule built in. Yes, I have consistent content coming out. Here's where my pool of content's coming from. I have these releases coming out with music videos, with, how-tos, with, behind the scenes and live footage. If you don't know what your pool is, what you're pulling from, if you can't instantly reference that in your mind, that's where your focus needs to be. Number 4, do I have a system to track progress or income from my music? And this is a big one where I guarantee a lot of you are instantly like, oh, I had never really even considered this, or I don't need this. But maybe the second that we start to talk about it, maybe you'll switch your mind here on this one and just come right back around to this. But if you don't have something tracking, how many shows you're playing, where you're playing, who you're contacting, you should have a spreadsheet for all of this. You should also have a spreadsheet documenting how much you're making, if you're really taking this serious and you want music to be your career, and you should have a way to track how much money am I making from this? Where am I reinvesting that money? Where's the money going? Am I asking too much? Am I asking too little? Should I be comparing to other? You should have a way to track these things, some kind of numerical based thing to track how much you're doing, how better you should be growing every year, every 6 months, every 3 months. You should be getting better at this, seeing more money come in, getting better gigs, more gigs, all those kind of things. Yes, there's, wherever you are, being a part of music, there is a busy season and a down season, but even those should be growing year to year. So if you don't have a way to track those and you aren't tracking those right now, maybe that's where you should be focused. So you have something to actually track and say, oh, I can see the growth, or I can see where I'm being stagnant, and you have something to reference. Last in our quick audit here of really getting an idea of where you are in your music career and where you can go. Am I networking with other musicians or industry professionals? Plain and simple. Growth comes from collaboration, from working with other people, from not even just working with them, being mindful of what they're doing and them being mindful of what you're doing, them knowing that you're serious about this. And just, you never know, just because you've made friends, you've talked shop, they've seen your show, they've seen you how serious you are. They may have never worked with you, may never work with you, but maybe they have a bill that's coming up and they're short an opener, and that's your one in that really starts to break open your shows, breaks open your music career, just because you took the time to network, to talk. Just little things like that can make the biggest difference. And you should be talking and making friends and doing what you can to help where you can, using your strengths to help their weaknesses, vice versa. That's the best thing you can do. If that's not top of mind, if you can say, yes, I'm networking, yes, I'm doing my best to reach out, yes, I'm doing my best to be open and collaborate with others, then maybe that's where you need to be focusing to grow your career. Those are 5 pressure points, 5 main things you need to be doing to grow your career. Just a quick audit. If you are listening to this quick list and any 1 or 2 of those didn't come right to mind and you knew exactly how to reference what you're doing and how you're accomplishing that, that's where to focus your efforts going forward in the next 6 months, in the next year. And I promise, if you do that, you're going to see growth in your career. It's super great, super easy. And I hope this very quick and super effective, audit of your music career really helped you focus down on maybe what your New Year's goals should have been in the first place, and you can take that forward and grow with that. So that's it today. Again, if this helped at all, give us a like. It helps the algorithm see us. If you can give us a subscribe if you haven't joined the career of our community, we would love to have you. We keep growing. We keep seeing more and more people join us. So please come on with us. And again, we'll see you guys on that next one. Bye.